morning sun glinted off the turquoise water of SeaWorld Orlando's Shamu Stadium. Alex Rivera, a 29-year-old senior Orca trader, adjusted his wetsuit and smiled at the crowd already gathering in the stands. It was just another performance day. Routine, rehearsed, safe. Or so he thought. Alex had worked with orcas for 8 years. He knew Kaida, the 5,000-pound female tiller whale, better than anyone. She'd been born in captivity, raised under human care, and trained with positive reinforcement. To Alex, she wasn't a predator, she was family. But lately, Kaida had been restless. Her clicks were sharper, her movements more abrupt. Management dismissed his concerns. "She's just hormonal," they said. "Stick to the script." The show began. Cheers erupted as Kaida leapt through a hoop, splashed the front row, and balanced a ball on her nose. Alex signaled for the final routine, the waterworks sequence. He stepped onto the pool's edge, gave Kaida a reassuring pat, and dove in. Underwater, everything was calm. He swam toward her, hand outstretched. Then, without warning, Kaida turned. Her massive tail flicked, sending a shockwave through the water. Before Alex could react, her jaws closed around his torso, not hard enough to break bone, but with terrifying pressure. The crowd gasped. Sirens blared. Trainers on the deck shouted commands. Kaida released him, but instead of retreating, she circled. Her eye, dark, intelligent, unreadable, locked onto his. In that moment, Alex didn't see aggression. He saw confusion, pain, a creature trapped between instinct and obedience. Backup staff deployed the emergency barrier. Divers pulled Alex out, bleeding but conscious. As medics hushed him away, he looked back. Kaida floated motionless in the center of the pool, her dorsal fin drooping, the orca equivalent of surrender. News of the attack spread within hours. SeaWorld trainer injured in rare orca incident, headlines screamed. Animal rights groups seized the moment. Captivity kills for whales and humans. SeaWorld issued a statement calling it an isolated behavioral anomaly and suspended all in-water interactions indefinitely. Alex spent 3 days in the hospital with bruised ribs and a punctured lung. But his real wounds were deeper. He replayed the moment endlessly. Had Kaida snapped? Or had she been trying to communicate something he'd failed to hear? During his recovery, Alex reviewed hours of Kaida's footage. He noticed subtle signs he'd missed: refusal to eat, repetitive pacing, avoidance of certain trainers. She hadn't attacked out of malice. She had broken under the weight of a life that wasn't hers. 2 weeks later, against his doctor's advice, Alex returned, not to perform, but to observe. From behind glass, he watched Kaida float leaselessly. No tricks, no audience, just silence. That night, he submitted his resignation and a detailed report urging SeaWorld to end orca captivity entirely. His testimony, combined with public pressure, became a turning point. Within a year, SeaWorld announced it would phase out its orca breeding program and shift toward rescue and rehabilitation. Kaida was moved to a coastal sanctuary where the ocean's rhythm replaced stadium echoes. Alex never returned to training. Instead, he joined a marine conservation nonprofit, advocating for ethical human-animal relationships. He still dreams of Kaida, not as a killer, but as a mirror. She showed him that even the most controlled environments can't silence the wild soul beneath. Years later, standing on a rocky shore, watching wild orcas breach in the distance, Alex finally understood. Some bonds aren't meant to be tamed. They're meant to teach.